From Fox 5 News, it's time for more Good Day New York.
Here on Good Day New York, we're trying to be constructive. We want to help the mayor. We've assembled an all-star panel to weigh in, by the way. Oh, here's the basket that we assembled. You'll notice we have a Good Day New York coffee blend.
We did this out of the goodness of our heart. We thought maybe if we gave him a few little odds and ends, it would help him get up in the morning, like the Good Day coffee. It really puts some pep in your step.
There's some Red Bull in there, and there's also a book that might come in very handy for the mayor. What do you say?
Oh, I've never seen that book. Is there a chapter on tardiness?
This actually exists. It's a great reference. All right, maybe are we being a little bit too harsh on him? Let's bring in
slightly.
Well, let's bring in some political experts. We have with us Ron Christie, former assistant to President George W. Bush. Welcome, sir. Nice to see you. Also,
Robert Zimmerman.
Great to be with you.
Political strategist, does a lot of things with the Democrats, right? You have your own firm.
Excellent. And we also have Patricia Napier-Fitzpatrick, founder and president of the Etiquette School of New York. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so are we making too much a mountain out of a molehill here?
I think you're leaving something out of your gift basket.
What's that?
I'd make him wear a clock around his neck like Flavor Flav. I mean, let's get real about this.
You're right. Do you think it's getting to be a distraction?
Well, you know, it's interesting. It's not resonating in the polls because people understand the demands of a mayor's schedule, but there's never an excuse to run late for Mass. He wouldn't defend it, the mayor, and his team has got to do a better job at juggling his calendar and keeping him on schedule.
Ron Christie, this seems so fixable. It seems like he could just, you know, through better scheduling and staff work, not be the mayor tagged as the guy who always arrives late.
That's exactly right. I had the opportunity to work for the President of the United States. The President had a body man. The President had someone who kept him on schedule. And I think one of the most valuable commodities that you have as a politician is time. You don't want to waste people's time. You don't want to keep people waiting for you. You should show up on time. You should be at your events on time. And I think Mayor de Blasio is showing a certain disrespect to his constituents by continually showing up late.
Interesting.
You know, let's put this in perspective with my friend Ron. There's no question the Bush administration famously ran on time. They also ran the economy over a cliff, and they ran an invasion into the wrong country. Let's put this in the proper perspective. Yes, Rosanna.
Didn't Mayor de Blasio talk about the Republicans and them being on time, and he said it was a very fascist thing to be on time?
Well, if he did, he's darn wrong about that, because being on time is respectful.
We agree. Patricia, etiquette expert, how do you come down on all this?
I believe there's no excuse for him being late. He is the mayor. He can have a police escort, right, to get him there. And perhaps he has the staff to get him up. It's really, it's, as everyone has said, it's completely disrespectful. And it makes a bad impression, not only on him, but also of New York City.
Mm-hmm. I just found, you know, yesterday, as a Catholic who's you know, been late for Mass a time or two in my life, never, you know, in the front row. You slink into the back row, or at some point you say to yourself, you know what, I'm 15 minutes late, I missed the homily, I'm sitting in the front row, I'm just not going to go.
Exactly.
Ron?
And that's exactly right. And it reminds me of a story in the Bush White House. So when I was sitting in the cabinet room one day, Colin Powell, then the Secretary of State, showed up late. And President Bush walked in and said, Secretary of State's not here, lock the door. And he came, oh yeah, and he came and he started knocking on the door, and he came in, and the president looked at him and said, never be late. And that was the lesson we learned. In the Bush White House, being on time was being 15 minutes early.
Oh boy.
He just left the wrong one out of the room. If Dick Cheney were out of the room, I wouldn't have minded so much, you know.
Are you ready for
How do we repair the mayor's image, Patricia?
Okay. First of all, I believe he doesn't think it's important to be on time. Otherwise, he wouldn't be late, chronically late, for everything.
There's maybe an arrogance here at work?
It's, yes, narcissistic, and it's also, I'm more important, I can be late, everyone's going to wait for me,
Well, you're ready for fun? You ready for some fun? We assembled this basket.
Okay.
We're going to go live right now to Gracie Mansion.
Yeah.
Juliet, are you ready to deliver this to the mayor?
Yeah. I just started noticing what else we have in here. For some reason, we have a whip. This should be fun.
Oh. We needed some basket filler.
I'm going.
There she goes.
She looks like Little Red Riding Hood, sort of.
Let's see what happens. Live television, everybody.
There's a reason that I have this hood over me.
Is he up yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know if
we
if
just
the
wanna-
shades are up? If anybody is up yet?
I haven't seen anybody. There were two SUVs that left a little bit earlier.
There she goes.
Oh God, this
Maybe
is
he had
horrifying.
another rough night.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong.
Yes.
Hi there. Hi. I'm Juliet from Fox. Good morning. We're live right now, so don't be mean. Not that you would be. But, these are some gifts for the mayor. Is there any way that he would want to come out and talk with us?
Unfortunately, ma'am, we don't accept gifts at this location.
You don't accept gifts?
No, ma'am. You have to deliver to 100 Center Street, ma'am.
100 Center Street, but I doubt he'll get them though. It's good stuff for him though.
I understand.
You probably notice him being a little late from time to time.
Okay. That is not something I'm concerned with, ma'am.
You're not concerned with that. Okay, can I leave this here?
No, ma'am.
No?
100 Center Street.
100 Center Street.
Is that
Okay.
the courthouse?
All right. That's
Municipal building.
the courthouse?
We
That's the
understand.
courthouse?
We understand. Hey, thank the police.
100. I think this gentleman would like me to leave.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Is that true?
He's cool. That's not the procedure. We understand. You tried. Thank the police officer
Thank
for
you.
us.
Have a good day.
Okay.
I'm going to take my gifts. Maybe I can deliver them, I don't know. Maybe if he's walking around the city or something like that, I can just follow him around.
Go to City Hall.
We tried. We tried.
Well, I tried. Well, I guess he just doesn't want to wake up on time. There's also a Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus thing in here. I'm not really sure what that would do for him, but, you know. I'll bring it back to you, Greg. Maybe you can have better luck than me.
Yeah. No. We're 100 Center Street. That's the address. It's like when you send something to the White House, it doesn't actually go to the White House.
I didn't realize 100 Center Street. I thought that's thanks, Juliet. I thought that's the courthouse,
You're
isn't
welcome.
it?
Yes, it's
100
downtown.
Center Street?
Yeah, it's a municipal
building.
district. Well,
Interesting.
all right. Well, don't be so stumped by that, Rosanna. It's a big
Why
building.
not bring it down to City Hall? He works there all the time. They have security there.
But he's already at work
Yeah,
at that point. Defeats the purpose.
We're going to get
Rather
this
in the morning.
But let me ask you something. Let me throw one more question out there. What is the accountability of the people that he surrounds himself with? I mean, are
That's
they
exactly
not
right.
looking at a watch?
That's the whole point. They should be getting him up.
One of the reasons this has not
Every day.
resonated in the polls so far is people understand a mayor, like any government leader, has a lot of demands and a lot of emergencies in their schedule. Now, that doesn't excuse, I'm not making excuses for him being late, but it's not just about the mayor being late. He's got to get his team together, and they've got to plan their events in a much more organized, cohesive way. That's the bottom line.
It wasn't Bill
leadership.
Clinton late a lot.
That was the rumor, but that was always the perception. But you know, presidents get a pass for being late, and he was on time more than not, and he delivered, which is what counts.
Obama is always late. In fact, I saw that there's a hashtag for Obama. Why is Obama so late? And people contribute to why they think he's late today, because he's always late. So de Blasio and Obama share that lateness, and obviously
They do have some demands on their schedule,
political points of
Patricia.
view.
Isn't it a
Of
trick?
course, but it's a leadership. It's a leadership.
Isn't it sometimes a trick in
skill.
politics? You want to build anticipation for the principal before he gets there. You don't want the principal showing up to an empty room. You want there to be some buzz and excitement before he gets there, or she gets
But
there.
there's always buzz and excitement when you're in a big room in a venue, but you got to show up on time. This is poor staff work. I think it reflects
Poor
poorly on the
planning.
mayor, and it reflects poorly on the city.
Absolutely.
Let's remember, Patricia, with all due respect, and I admire your career, it's not about picking up the wrong fork, a salad fork versus a dinner fork, okay? This is a much bigger issue when you're the mayor, or you're a governor, or you're a president. So there's a lot more involved with that.
Well, that's
Although my mother would not agree with me, I want you to know.
That's a very small part of what I teach. I teach international protocol, and I happen to actually look at Italy's protocol for being on time, because de Blasio's Italian, right? And I thought, well, maybe he grew up with that culture. And the most important person does come last and can be late, but they are never late for
Their
the
funeral?
cathedral,
Their funeral?
the cathedral, and opera, or the theater.
Okay, there you go.
So,
And there you have it.
and there you have it.
I'm in so much trouble with her right now.
I know. You're going to go back to etiquette school.
Exactly, exactly.
Anyway.
Well, we thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Ron Christie, very good. Mr. Zimmerman.
Thank you.
And Patricia, where can people find you if they want a crash course in etiquette?
They can find me right down the street from you. I'm here in Manhattan.
You have a website?
I do.
Hit it.
It's etiquette-ny.com.
And Robert Zimmerman, if some political operative wants to...
Tell them to call my competitors, but Zimmerman Edelson, Zimed.com. And I'm finally here. I've made it in New York.
I know,
There you have
finally,
it.
finally. And Ron.
And ChristieStrategies.com or Ron_Christie on Twitter.
All right. Thank you very
Fantastic.
much.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right. The show is about 2 minutes behind schedule. We should have